Welcome back to the second episode of Mommas Crafty Corner. Today we have a few things to show you, some knitting and some crochet, and one finished object which is sewing that I'll show you at the end. It's housing a new cast on that I have that's crochet. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with the thing that I have the most progress on. It is a self-draft pattern that I'm making for my husband's coworker. So let's see. Alrighty, here it is. I finally have the shoulders joined, and I've knit a double folded collar. It's a 2x2 rib. That little purple, what is it called? Gummy bear stitch marker. That's where I was last time working the front panel, and then the back panel, I took the stitch marker off, and I don't remember why, but it was just a few rows of shaping. It wasn't a lot. And then I picked up the stitches for the sleeve, and I've only done a couple rows on that so far. So that's where I'm at with that one. These little, these are stitch stoppers or needle protectors. I got these from an Etsy shop. I'll put it on the screen and link it down below because I don't remember which one I got it from. But speaking of links, the links, it says I'm not going to have it clickable for 2 months, so you would have to highlight it and then place it in your browsing bar. But I'm going to leave them down there for whenever they do become able to click and link to the actual website in case you want to come back later. So yeah, that is this one. I do have it in a bag that I got off of Etsy. I don't feel comfortable linking that one because when I received it, it smelled like smoke, and I don't want to encourage that for people. So I won't even show it to you. So that is a self-draft pattern that I'm making. The second thing I'm going to show you is a half finished object. So this one y'all have seen last time. Oh, on that one, the yarn on the sweater is Knit Picks Swish DK in the Dove Heather colorway. Alrighty, so this one here is Knit Picks Felici, is the striped colorway, and let's see if I wrote that down. I did. So it's the Knit Picks Felici in Speed Racer. The toe and the heel are just knit in Stroll Fingering, which is the same base, same composition. So this one's a 75 merino, 25 nylon, and so is the heel and toe, but it's their Stroll Fingering in the black colorway, and those colorways are solid colorways. So I knit this one for my son, and he wears a US size 8. So that's the first one. This is where I was last time. So I knit from here down to the toe. And this little stitch marker I got from, as like a freebie from a bag company off of Etsy. I don't know if she does stitch markers. I'm pretty sure she doesn't. So I won't link that down below. But whenever I do start using her bags when I have a project in it, I'll bring it back up. So that's the first one, and then I'll show you the second one. They're in the summer sock camp bag from 2021. This is Stolen Minutes. She has an Etsy shop, and I'll put her down below as well. I switched it from knitting them on 9-inch circulars. They were starting to hurt my hands, to magic loop. Haven't done much on it from this little stitch marker, so I've done like 2 rows. So not much work on this one in particular, but I do have one that's finished. So hopefully next time this one will be either finished or almost finished, and I'll have a pair to show you. The next one is probably my current favorite that I'm excited. I'm almost ready to split for sleeves on it. Alrighty. It's housed in this bag by Noble Character Crafts. She does stock them occasionally. She also has a podcast. So she doesn't have any bags right now, and it's only whenever she makes them, whenever she wants to. So in this bag, I have the Cercis by Marie Emile Designs. So it is a top that has lace patterning, if you can see it. I put it on barber cord so you can see this time. So lace patterning on the sleeves and shoulders and underneath on the arm. I'll pop the picture back up again. I had it last time, but I'll pop it back up in case it's your first time. So I was at the stitch marker last time. So I've knit this much since the last podcast. The yarn is Bamboo Pop yarn, and I'm pretty sure it was in the peacock colorway. I'll put it on the screen because I don't remember and I don't have another band right now. And then I showed y'all these last time, the little ladybugs, and they were from, I'm sorry, I think I remember this by now, from Pretty Warm Designs. These needle stoppers I got off of Etsy, and I'll put them below as well. And then the barber cord and this row counter, which is pretty cool, I got from Twice Sheared Sheep. So this row counter, this one just goes to 5. It has numbers on it with little loops and a little charm at the bottom. This charm is a little owl. So it goes to 5, and you just slip into the new hole every time you finish a row or a repeat. I use it for repeats, not rows. And it has this little, it looks like a music note to me. And you slip that into each number hole. So if you finish a full 5, you know, you get to 5 once. You put it in number 1 so you know you completed it once. You do it again, you get to 5 again, you slip the little music note to 2, and you know you've went to 5 twice. And they have a bunch of different ones. They go up to 10, they have some that are circular, they have the ones that are just long like this. So they have options. So I think it's real helpful, helps me keep track, especially with my, the lace. The lace is done in charts, so I use the chart, I use the highlighter tape, and I use the row counter to kind of help keep me on track. But it's really easy to follow. The instructions so far have been very good. And hopefully by the next time, I will have split for sleeves. I had a few down days this week where I was sick, so I haven't had a chance to get that far yet. But that's where I'm at on this one. Sorry if I'm going fast. So for the next one, I didn't show you this bag last time. It's I Heart You. I haven't done a lot on it. I've done 3 rows, but I wanted to show you the bag. Beautiful fabric. The stitch is done very well. So, and it's I Heart You. Let's see. It's backwards. Hopefully it flips right. But it's I Heart You. Okay, and it's the self-draft granny stripe shawl that I'm making. So that's as big as it is. Not very big. I've done 3 rows. The little stitch marker is from that bag company. I'll go ahead and link them down below. That I ordered bags from, and they gave me 3 or 4 stitch markers as freebies. This one is an adorable little moon, and it has some glitter in it. And as you can see, I've only done 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. That's it on that one. So these colors are Mace of Skeins. This one's in Cherry Blossom, the pink. It was in a sock set. The green is in Lily of the Valley, which was another sock set. She did have Cherry Blossom back in stock the last time I looked, and she was having a sale. So if you're interested, definitely go ahead and take a look. It's Mace of Skeins, and she'll be down below as well. Alrighty, and the last one I'll show you is my new cast on that's in my finished object. So this is a bag that I just made. Box bottom bag. Ooh, excuse me. Box bottom bag with the drawstring. So and in this one, I have some leftover yarn from it was one of the Stephen West make-alongs, Shawlography. So not last year, but the year before. I have leftover yarn from that one because I didn't do the full border. I didn't have the time for it. I had a new baby, so I have tons of leftover. So these are all Sorella yarns right here. I'm not following any pattern. I'm just kind of playing with stitch patterns. This is done in Tunisian crochet. The hooks are also from Sorella yarn. She was supposed to be getting them back in stock, so I'll link her below if you're interested. It is a metal Tunisian hook. The wires are plastic with metal tips, and then the stoppers are plastic as well. And this one, they have the hook size on it in millimeters and in US. Oh, maybe I need to face it this way. So the hook size in millimeters and in US sizes, and it has a thumb rest, which is one I haven't seen before, with the thumb rest on the hook for Tunisian crochet, but it helps keep the needle oriented, and I find that my hand and wrist don't get as tired trying to constantly fix the needle or keep it from turning, which it tends to do whenever you're going back when you return pass. So these are on the pricier side of the market. It took a few times of her restocking it before we decided to get it. It was a gift from my husband, so. But I definitely enjoy it for sure. Now these colors that she has, it was from a collection she done with Tony of TL Yarn Crafts, Tony Lipsy Yarn Crafts. She just did another collection with her that's different from this one. This one was from 2020, I believe, or 2021, and it's not going to come back in stock. It was a one-time. I don't know the colorways offhand, but if I can find the old tags of them, because they were leftovers, I'll put them in the description box below if you're interested. So I like them because they look kind of rainbowy, and I told my husband it kind of looks like boho chic style, but it also reminds me of like Native American colorings you see in some of their jewelry, and I think that's beautiful. So I'm doing, at the bottom is a full stitch Tunisian crochet, and I've done, ooh, how many rows? 3 rows in every color except the white. The white I done the chain, and then I done 4 rows of the white to give it that end. And then after the full stitch, I went into, is it seed stitch? I can't remember. It's probably double seed stitch. I'll put what stitch it is on the screen. It's very beautiful. It's like a 2x2 rib alternating. So you do 2 knit stitches, 2 purl stitches, and you keep alternating that down, and you do your return pass, and you do that for 2 rows, and then you alternate it. So 1 purl stitch, 1 knit stitch, all the way across your return stitch for 2 rows, and you just keep doing that. And I think that's very pretty. I'm just playing with texture right now. It's going to eventually be a shawl cover to go around my shoulders. I don't know how far I'll get. I have, my smallest ball I have is the one of the white, off-white kind of color. Is it this one? No. This one here. So this is the smallest one I have, and it is just over 50 grams. All the other ones are like 60, 67 grams, something like that. So I'm just gonna go until I run out of yarn, and I may add in a additional color to add in some lace as well. So I'll show you the color palette. You can kind of see it already. So here's 3 of them. See if it'll stay. Okay, oops. All right, there's all of the colors that I'm using. I'm pretty sure the restock that she just done, not the restock, the pre-order she just done with Tony Lipsy's closed, but they had a lot of similar colors in that one. So maybe keep an eye out. Maybe the next year, maybe she'll open it up again this year for another pre-order, or maybe next year if they join together again, they might have some similar colors. So that's something to look out for. Alrighty, so, and then the bag, everything came from Hobby Lobby. The drawstrings came from Hobby Lobby. They're just cord. I'll put what they are on the screen. It has a name for the cord. And the fabric also came from Hobby Lobby. So, good summertime bag. And that is it. That's all that I've done. So not a whole lot to show. I don't get a lot done in just 2 weeks, so maybe I won't be recording every 2 weeks, but I just wanted to kind of catch you up on what I had. Probably went through a little bit too fast because I'm still kind of nervous behind the camera, but hopefully you enjoyed seeing what I have. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below or send me an email. I'll have all that information below. You can find me on Instagram as well as Mommas Crafty Corner, and then I'll put that information below as well. I am on Ravelry, but I do not use it except for really holding my patterns for me and buying patterns. Everything else I don't really put on there, so I can put it there for you, but you probably won't see any activity. Maybe eventually I'll get back to it, but no plans anytime soon. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again next time. Bye!